Okay guys, so if you're looking to build a website like let's say Airbnb or booking.com, then I have the ideal solution for you. It's called Rental Hive, and it's a complete solution, which means that you get a very professional looking theme with all the necessary plugins to run that sort of website. Now this solution, unlike others on the market, will offer you flexibility in the sense that there are no predefined fields. So that means that you won't be restricted at all because you can create any custom categories and attributes you can think of. And as a result, you'll be able to filter your listing and content based on those parser requirements instead of information. And this, to me, to be honest, is a massive advantage because this will allow you to tweak and customize your website based on your own parser requirements and ideas as well. So you will not be stuck in one direction only. And you can also monetize your website in a few different ways. So for instance, you can charge for paid listing, you can charge as a marketplace, or even by booking. So again, as you can see, this is a very flexible solution that will work around your needs and requirements. But you know what? Let me just show you, it's probably easier. Okay guys, so here we have it now, hivepress.io. So this is the company behind this. This is the main website, okay? So with them, basically you can build marketplaces, directories, and classifieds with WordPress. So they offer you the whole solution, the complete solution basically. So let's have a look at their themes. So we have 5 of them here in total. So Job Hive is to create a job marketplace, a job board basically. Listing Hive is to create a directory of any sort. And then we have Export Hive and Task Hive. So this is how to build a website like, for instance, Fiverr, Freelancer, or Upwork.com. So I've released a video about those two already. So if you're interested in that, have a look on my channel. I've released that a few months ago. But today we're going to focus on this one, Rental Hive. So this is the one we're interested in. So Rental Hive, basically, it's a lightweight, clean, and modern WordPress theme that will allow you to build peer-to-peer rental marketplace. So as it says here, just like Airbnb or booking.com, but you're not stuck in one way only. So let me show you why. So as it says here, it's easy to use and to customize, very easy indeed. You can import the full demo in just one click. But this is the most important bit, guys. It is truly multi-purpose. So let me read this. There are no predefined listing categories or attributes. This is very important because you can then create a peer-to-peer booking marketplace for any niche. So whatever idea you have in mind, whatever you want to implement, you'll be able to do this with this solution because there are no predefined listing categories or attributes, as I shall demonstrate later. Now again, this theme is only $79 US, but included in the price, you get premium extensions as well. So let me show you which ones are included. So we have tags, which is this one. We have bookings and we have marketplace. So these are normally paid extensions. Okay, so if I open this page here, I'm going to show you immediately. So bookings is normally $39, marketplace $39 as well, and tags is normally $29. So when you buy the theme for $79 US, you get $107 worth of free extensions as well. So we can say that's a good deal. That's a good value, okay? So let's go back now to the top and let me show you the demo now very quickly. So let's have a quick look at how amazing this theme looks like. So straight up from here, as you can see, it looks very professional indeed. You have the hero section here. You can have your categories straight up there. You can search by tags. And then you can look up by keywords and location as well. And as you can see, we have a small icon here by the side. If I click on this, you can fetch your own location. So it's going to find all the properties nearby where you live, basically. And then underneath, you have all the different categories and get started. Top properties. As you can see, you can scroll left to right and right to left. So very nice. You can add a few team members as well, and then a few testimonials, what people say. You can even insert your own blog, and then here 2 calls for action to action. Okay, so we have rent a property and become a host, and then your footer section. So if we go back to the top now, very quickly, let me show you. If you go into properties, there you go. So this is our listing. And as you can see by the side, we have that filter here. So you can filter by house, apartment, rooms, by price, by square footage, by bedrooms, by bathroom, if you allow pets or not, and tags. So this one here, pets, for instance, this one is fully custom. You can add whatever you want. If you want the tags here, or bathroom, or bedroom, any fields you can customize yourself, okay? So let's have a look at the property page itself. So straight up from here, you can see it's absolutely 100% professional looking. So again, you can scroll left to right and right to left to see all the pictures. If you click on any of those pictures, you can zoom in and you can go again from one to the other. So very, very handy features, as you can see. And then with all the details about the property, the cost per night and so on, you have the booking form by the side. You can send a message, and this is the agent in place looking after that property. And then here we have Google Maps as well. So very, very convenient, because most people might access this using their phones. They want to go and visit and all that. So this is very easy to find the location itself. And then we have reviews as well, because very important, you know, for people to leave reviews and all of that. And all these sections are available straight up from here. We have a small menu. So if you wanted just to see the reviews, I can click on reviews and it will bring me immediately to the review section. So that's basically it for the demo now. So let's go ahead and install that on our WordPress dashboard. Okay, so welcome to our WordPress dashboard. We just assume that you already have a hosting and know how to install WordPress. If not, I'm going to leave a link in the description below with a short video how to do that if need be, you know. So as you can see here, this is our dashboard. So let's go into plugins. We have no plugins installed. It's a fresh new installation altogether. And for the appearance, we only have our default theme, which is the 2021. And this is, let me refresh, this is what our website looks like. So very basic at the moment, obviously, you know, because this is the default WordPress theme. So what we're going to do now is to install our theme, install all the plugins, and import the demo. So let's get started with this. And for this, we go into theme, appearance, themes, and then add new. And from here, we're going to click on upload theme, choose file. And once you've downloaded that theme, purchase that theme from hivepress.io, you will receive two different files. So one is the theme and one is the marketplace plugin. So as you can see, they have two different names. So Hive Marketplace, this is the plugin, and the one you need to install the theme is Rental Hive. Okay, so click on open and then install now. There you go, it's already installed. And now we can click activate. Very good. So this is our theme here. As you can see, it is installed, but we get a warning message here on top, and we have to install a few plugins for the website to work, for this theme to work. Okay, so we're going to click on begin installing plugins. And now we're going to bulk select them all. As you can see, we can tick this and tick them all at once. And then you're going to select install and then click apply. There you go. So now it's going to start installing all these different plugins. It's just going to take a few seconds normally, depending on how fast your internet connection is. So there you go, all done. Then as you can see here, if you scroll down at the bottom of the page, you have return to required plugin installer. So do that now. And now we need to activate them all. So again, bulk select them all, just like this. And in the action, select activate and then apply. There you go. As you can see, they're all installed and activated now. Very good. So if we go back to our plugins now, as you can see, they are indeed all installed and activated. Very good. And now we need to install one more plugin to import the whole website, the whole demo. So we're going to add a new one. And then in the search box here, type in one click, just like this, one click. And it should show this one here. So what the one we need is one-click demo import from OCDI. Okay, so we're going to install this now. And this plugin will allow us to import the whole demo all at once in just one click. It's just like it says, you know. Very good. So the plugin is now activated. We have this one installed as well. And now we will be able to import our demo. So let's do this together now. And for this, we go into appearance, import demo data. And as you can see, it's all laid out, super easy for us. Only thing to do now is just to click on import demo data, click on this button here. So you feel free to tick or untick any of those options if you wanted to install, for instance, all-in-one SEO, Monster Insight, or maybe WP Forms, It's not mandatory, you don't need it. Feel free to install it if you want to. And then we click on continue and import. And now, as you can see, it is importing the content. So this might take a few moments. As you can see, please sit tight while we import your content. Do not refresh the page or hit the back button. So be careful, just let it run. It's doing its thing. So what I'm going to do now is just to pause the video here, and I'll meet you guys when it's imported fully. So here we are, guys. As you can see, it's imported fully. So that took about, let's say, maybe 45 seconds altogether. You know, it might take again a little bit longer depending on how fast your internet connection is. So let's go back to our website now. So this is what our website used to look like. And now if we refresh, as you can see, just like that, the full demo has been re-imported for us. So this is the exact same as the demo website. And now that's going to make our life very easy, because now we will be able to tweak this around and make it our own, which is going to save us a lot of time, obviously, you know. Okay, so let's go back to our WordPress dashboard right here. So as you can see now by the side, we have all these different tabs. So we have Hive Press, listings, hosts, testimonials, and bookings. So all of these are the features and tabs that we need to configure and customize our website. So as you can see here, we have the bookings. So at the moment, we cannot process payments at this moment because we need to install two different plugins if we wanted to do so. There are two ways of running this website. So let me show you without WooCommerce and without the marketplace what it looks like, how it works. So if we go into rental place, we go into properties, and we're going to book a property together. So new spacious house. Okay, if I scroll down the page, we can select the dates. So I'm going to select from the 10th to the 30th, and I'm going to click book now. I can type something here, whatever I want, okay? And then confirm booking. There you go. So the booking has been processed now. So if we go back to our backend here and we go into bookings, as you can see, this is our booking here and it has been confirmed. Now, clearly, this is one way you could be running this website. But now I'm going to show you how you can monetize this as well by adding two additional plugins. So if you wanted to monetize this, now we need to go into plugins, add new, and we're going to upload a plugin, choose file, and now we're going to select the other file that comes with it. So we have HivePress Marketplace. So this one is necessary for you to monetize this website. Okay, so let's click install now, activate plugin. Very good. So now we need to add an additional plugin from the WordPress repo. So now we're going to click add new, and in the search you're going to type in WooCommerce. So just like this. Okay, and this is the very first one, and you're going to click install now. So basically, WooCommerce is the most popular e-commerce platform in the world at the moment, as you can see, with over 5 million active installations. So it's a very, very good one, you know. So click on activate. Very good. So now it's all done and taken care of for us. So now we have, as you can see, if we scroll down, we have WooCommerce installed and we have our marketplace installed as well. Okay, so let's have a quick look at our website again. So let's select another property this time. Let's scroll down the page. So we have our dates here. So let's select maybe from the 10th until the 40th. So let's book now. Very good. And now, as you can see, we have proceed to payment. So now you can get paid for your bookings, guys. So this is how you monetize your website. Okay. So let me show you how to configure all your website, all your settings, your properties and all that. So let's go back to our WordPress dashboard and let's start from the beginning. Okay, so first let's start with our listings. So if we click on this, you can see these are all the properties that are available for rental. As you can see, all of them as displayed on our website. So we have here, for instance, secluded cozy house, and we have secluded cozy house. So this is the one here, the one next to it, new spacious house. New spacious house is right here. So this is basically our listing, the same way we have it in the front end. Right, so this is basically it. Now, first and foremost, most importantly, we have our categories, tags, and attributes. So this is exactly what I was talking about early on. All these fields are customizable, so you can change it and customize it based on your own personal requirements. So let's click on categories first. As you can see here, we can choose among 3 different categories. So we have apartments, houses, and rooms, which makes sense. So what if you wanted to add another category? Okay, so let me show you how easy it is. All we have to do is type in the name. So let's say luxury villas, for instance, okay? You can create a parent category if you wanted to. So you could select apartment, for instance, in which case it would be apartment, and then you would have a subcategory luxury villas, and so on and so on. So we're just going to keep it simple for now, just the main categories. And then let me copy and paste this here. So we need a description, so feel free to type in anything you want. And you can even add an image if you wanted to. So that's it basically. Now all we do is just add category now. And as you can see, just like that, we have our categories created here, luxury villas. Now, if we go back to our website now, as you can see, these are all our categories. We had houses, apartment, and room. Now, if I refresh, just like that, as you can see, we have an added feature here, luxury villas. Okay, so this is how simple it is. Next, we have our tags. So what are tags? So as you can see, we have central, downtown, furnished, minimalist, modern, remodel, seaside, spacious, stylish, and all that. So feel free to tweak this around the way you want it. So basically, a tag is not the same as a category. Category, like we've seen, is just apartment, houses, and all that. A tag is something that's going to help people to find them based on different type of criteria and different sets of features. So as you can see here, modern is not really a category, but it's something that people might be interested in and looking forward to. Or maybe central, they want to be in city center, or maybe downtown or something like this, you know? So this is basically to give you a feel of what you're looking for without having to categorize it exactly as is. Okay? Now again, it's the same principle for the categories, tags, and attributes, or you can basically tweak them around as well. You can edit, you can delete, and you can view them all together. So if you wanted to edit this instead of central, you want to edit this, you can type in something else, maybe, you know, just like this. And then you can change the slug, and then all you have to do is save. Now, if you wanted to delete some because maybe you don't need them or something, it's the same. Hover on top and just click delete. Okay, so it's that simple. Now let's go and have a look at the attributes. This is the most exciting one of all. So again, here, basically the attributes will help you to narrow down the searches. So to help your visitor to find exactly what they're looking for. So let's go back to our page here. So we have our categories, and then with price, square footage, bedrooms, bathrooms, pets, and then we have our tags. So all these here are basically our attributes, and we can tweak them around and customize them again based on our own requirements. And again, this will help greatly our visitors to find exactly what they're looking for. So the more you help someone find exactly what they want, the more likely they are going to purchase and go ahead with it, you know? So let's go back to our attributes here. So as you can see, these are exactly the ones that we saw on our website. So basically here, these are the exact same, and we can change them and tweak them around. So if you wanted to change square footage to square meters, you can edit, and then instead of footage, you could have meters. Now if we update, there you go, back to our attributes. As you can see, it's been updated here. And if we refresh on our homepage, as you can see, now we have square meters instead of square footage, you know? So depending on where you're located, again, the measurements might be slightly different. Now, let's say we wanted to add something else, another attribute. So let me show you how we can do that. So a lot of people who will be renting something, they might be interested in knowing what's nearby, maybe shopping facilities, maybe entertainment, cinemas, or things like this, okay? So they might be interested to know. So we can do this. So add new. So let's call this nearby. Okay, very good. And then we need to tick allow front-end editing. And then what type of field is this going to be? So I suppose checkboxes would be a nice one because we're going to give our visitors a few different options they can select. They could select, for instance, shopping center or cinemas and things like this. Okay, so let's select checkboxes. And now we need to publish. First, publish. There you go. And as you can see, now that it is published, we have a few more options. So we need to probably make this field required, and then we need to enter our few different options. So as you can see, we have here option. So edit this option now, and now we can enter the different options. So we're going to add a few ones here. So let's say cinema. Okay. We're going to add shopping center. And we're going to add a few like this again. So there you go. I've added a few here. So for instance, we could have nightclubs, pub and restaurant, maybe swimming pool and tanning salon, whatever could be of interest nearby, obviously, you know. So once this is done, we can go back to our attributes. So we have nearby here, we can finish editing. So we go down the page now. So you want to make this filterable. Obviously, you want to show this in the filter form in the front end. So you want this to be indexable. It's up to you, and sortable as well. But the most important bit is to make sure that in the front end, it will display as well as checkboxes. Okay. And then we can add an icon as well. So if you click on this, you have all these different options here. So let's say we might look for something that looks like a map, maybe just like this. Okay, just like that. Very good. Okay, so now we can save this, update. That's it. That's all done now. So if we go back to our page here, as you can see, we have categories and then our attributes underneath. If we refresh, there you go. You can see that nearby now we have all these different options. So now if I wanted only properties for rent that have nightclubs and pubs and restaurant nearby and shopping center, if I was to click filter now, it would only display those properties that are actually have those ones nearby. So very, very, very convenient, as you can see. Now let's go back to our WordPress dashboard again. All right, and now we can finally take care of our listing. So if we click on this, so obviously first and foremost, you need to make sure that you create your categories, tags, and attributes. Once you have that set up, you can then create your listings, okay? So you can add new either by using this link here or the one here on top, either way. But we're not going to create one, we're just going to edit one, and I'm just going to show you what's in it, okay? So let's have a quick look here. So the first one here is new spacious house. So let's go with this one. We're just going to edit this one, okay, together. Very good. So let me just hide myself now for a few seconds so you can see everything here by the side. Okay, very good. So first we have our title and description, and then you'll have to select your category. So is it a house, an apartment, luxury villa, or maybe a room? And you can see here just underneath, you can add a category straight up from here. You don't always have to go into categories to create your items. You can create them from here as well if you wanted to. So let me show you how this works. And this will apply to all the different options underneath. So if you add a new one, so let's say a bungalow, for instance, and you can add it from here immediately. And there you go. Now we have a bungalow. So you can untick this maybe. And now we have a bungalow instead of a house. So basically, if you scroll down, it's the same principle. You can add your tags, you can add nearby as well, and whatever is convenient. So in relation to our tags here, we have downtown, remodeled, spacious. So you can add as many tags as you want again. And it's the same with nearby. So these are all the items we just created. So let's select maybe cinema, nightclub, pubs, and let's say shopping center as well. And then you can select your pets. So is it allowed or not whatsoever? And then your main featured image. So let me show you here from the front end. So this is the image that will show here in the main category. So this is your main image. This is the one, okay? So this is the most important one, obviously. So you want to choose the most revealing, the most appealing picture possible, okay? And then you can add additional images as well. So let me click on this property here. When you open the listing, as you can see, we only have one image, but you can add more than one image. So this is our main featured image, and these are additional images that will display as well. So all you have to do is click select images, and then we can select a few pictures. So I found these pictures online very simply here just to show you how it works. So there you go. All our pictures are uploaded now. So if you were to save this so far, just let me update. And let's go back to our page here and let's refresh. As you can see, now we have all these pictures added. So that's very nice, isn't it? Very easy to do again. So let's go back here. So other options we need to take care of. Obviously, you have here all that's related to the settings of the listing itself. So you can mark it as verified. You can mark it as featured as well. And if it's featured, are there specific dates or from to as well? You can do that. So now here, immediately, this is a lovely feature as well. You will see immediately from here a quick overview of the bookings related to that property. So as you can see here, we can see that this one was booked, like we showed early on, between the 10th until the 12th. For those 3 days in a row, this property is booked. So whenever you're going to log into the backend, you can have a quick overview of what's available. Now underneath, we have all the different attributes. So as you can see, this is the one we changed, square meters instead of square footage. So first you have a price, and then you can fill out all these different details. So as you can see, check-in, check-out, you can define those options as well. And then you have a few more different features here if you want to offset the booking and offset the booking window as well. So this is very handy, you know, because as you can see, if you hover on top, you have a small information box. So this one is to set how many days are required prior to the booking date. And this one is the same, but how many days in advance a booking can be made. So very, very handy. They thought of everything again, you know. So once you're done and once you're happy enough with your settings, just click update. And that's it, all done already. So if we go back to our listing now, and now as you can see, our property is marked as featured and verified, and now it is a bungalow instead of house. So this is how simply you can actually change your settings and create your listings. Next, we have our host. So let's go back here now. So as you can see, we have Thomas, Michelle, and myself. So basically, if I go back here, just to show you very quickly, our host is basically the person who's going to be shown here. So he's the person in charge of the property here, the person of contact. Okay, and as you can see, I have 18 listings under my belt. Okay, so from here, you can create and edit your host. So let's edit myself here. So first, let's change the name. Very good. And then we can add a description as well. So for instance, I'm looking after the whole downtown area and I know all the most relaxing places. If you want the perfect holiday home, don't hesitate contacting me, okay? And then you can select maybe different languages, maybe the services that host is offering, or things like this. You can mark this host as verified as well. And then the important bit here, very interesting as well, you can set up a commission rate. So for instance, you can give them a 10% commission rate or 15% or something like this. Once the property has been rented and the booking is done, they're going to earn money as well. So this is a nice incentive as well for anyone to actually put their properties online on your website. Okay. And then we can add a picture as well if we wanted to. Okay, so let's do that together. Select file. So let's pick this one. Why not? There you go. And then set featured image. And then we have the report as well, statistics here as well. You can see how many people actually visited your profile, etc., and how much money that person generated as well in sales. Okay, so let's click update. And now let's go back to our house and see how this looks like. There you go. So now we have David here, member since such and such, speaking languages and the services offered. And then if we click on the picture itself, it will bring us to our listing. So this is the listing by David Garrett. So these are all the properties that I have listed under my belt, basically, you know. And you have the quick overview here. As I said, you know, I'm looking after such and such. Now from here, you can send them directly a message as well to contact them and things like this. So it's all well thought out, to be honest. Absolutely great, isn't it? So let's go back here now. And as always, from here, you can see we have our attributes here. So this is basically languages and services. And again, just like we showed in the listing section, you can create whatever you want here. You know, it doesn't have to be languages. It doesn't have to be services. So let's go ahead and have a look at attributes very quickly. So as you can see here, services is city, tour, and transfers. So let's click on attributes. We have services. Let's click on this. And from here, again, you can have different options, city, tour, and transfer. Again, you can create whatever you want and tweak this around your own personal requirements. You know, this is what I love about this solution. It's 100% flexible and you can tweak things around based on your own requirements. Okay, next we have our testimonials. And from here, you can insert the testimonials that people left maybe on your Google page or maybe Trustpilot or any of those platforms, maybe Facebook and so on, okay? So you can insert them here, obviously, with their consent. So if we go back to our homepage here, let me show you very quickly where it's located. So as you can see, what people say, and this is where all these different testimonials are located. So I have Sandra Lockhart. So this is her here, Sandra Lockhart, okay? And then we have Maggie Wallace, and then next should be normally Frank Chapman, exactly like this, you know? So this is how it works. So again, you can edit or add new ones. So we're just going to edit one just to show you what it looks like. So if you click on this, obviously you have the name, the description, and the picture, which are the main essentials. So let's go back to ourselves here. There you go. So with the picture, description, and the name, and you can see here it says frequent traveler, and this is also part of the position here. So this is optional. You don't have to put it. It's up to you. And you can even link a URL if you wanted to. So this is going to link to an external web page. So feel free to add any URL here if you wanted to add this. Once you're happy enough, don't forget to click update. And that's basically all there is about testimonials. Very simple to edit and very simple to create. Okay, very good. And next we have our booking section. Very good. So this is where all your bookings will be recorded, so you can have a quick overview of what's coming in. And as you can see with the status confirmed and all that, so you can always edit them if you wanted to. So let's click on this. So this is the listing type and so on and so on. And you have the status as well. So if you wanted to cancel it by user, you can enable this as well. So let's say someone rang you and they said, oh, sorry, we decide to cancel, and you might have refunded them using maybe PayPal or something. You can always mark it off right here. Okay. So let's go back to our front page here, and let's say we're going to book this one. So we selected November 17th to the 20th. So let's book now. And then this will bring us here to the add details. Okay. So this is a pre-checkout feature. So as you can see, of the start date, end date, and notes. Now you can customize this as well. You can add more fields to it. So let me show you. So as you can see, again, we have the attributes here. So if you wanted to create a new attribute, so let's click on this. Let's add a new one, and let's give it a title. So let's say you wanted to ask them how they will travel from where they are to this location. So maybe you could ask them, how will you travel? Okay. And then you make this editable from the front end. And then you have a checkboxes again to give them a few different options. So let's publish now. Very good. And now we can fill our different options. So let's click on this. So let's say by plane, because they'll be coming from outside the country maybe. So it could be by bus or train, or perhaps by car. Okay, they'll be driving. Makes sense. Okay, very good. So now if we go back to our attributes again, let's edit this and let's finish this off. So as you can see, you can select an icon as well. So let's put a car maybe, just like this. Okay, very good. And that's about it. Okay, so let's click update now. And let me show you the results in the front end. So basically this is what our pre-checkout page looked like. So if we refresh now, as you can see, now we are asking them a question and they'll have to tick this. Okay, so you can make this mandatory if you wanted to, because maybe you want to offer them, I don't know, airport pickup from the airport, you know, maybe you have few agreements with taxi drivers around you, and you can earn a small commission as well. And you could ask them if they're traveling by plane, you might offer them to go and pick them up from the airport or something like this. Okay, so again, this is an option that's available. You don't have to use it, but I just thought I'll show you so you know exactly where we're standing. Okay, very good. So back to our backend now again. Okay, now, so what is our next step? So let's try to proceed to checkout. So let's click on this. And as you can see, it's bringing us to the checkout page. So this is linked to WooCommerce, obviously, you know. So this is our e-commerce platform. This is linked to. And if you scroll down the page, as you can see, it says we don't have any payment methods available. So now we have to set up WooCommerce in order to be able to proceed to checkout. So let's go back to our dashboard here. We're going to WooCommerce and then settings. And from here, we're going to add the payment method now. So we're going to go into payments. Very good. And as you can see, by default, we have 3 payment methods that are available. So we have direct bank transfer, check payments, and cash on delivery. So you might want to select cash on delivery. Let's say this could be an option. When you arrive on site, you will be paying. But obviously, if you're working on a commission basis, you're going to miss out on a commission here, obviously, because there is big cash exchanging hands. So what you want is to get paid immediately online using either, for instance, Stripe or PayPal. So these are the most common payment method, obviously, you know. So if you wanted to add PayPal, let me hide myself. As you can see here, we have those buttons here. So Stripe and PayPal. Okay, so let's add PayPal just to show you how it works. It's the same principle for Stripe anyways, you know. All you have to do is get started, click on get started. And there you go. So we have PayPal installed now, and you can connect it up immediately to your PayPal account. So let me do this now. Okay, and from here, all you have to do is to click connect to PayPal. It will open up a new pop-up window here. There you go. Enter your email address. Click next. There you go. So you have to enter your login and password, obviously, once you have your account set up with them. Click login. So it's just going to take a few seconds. There you go. Agree and connect. Okay, go back to, well, we can close this now. That's it. Close that. There you go. So now we are connected. As you can see, it's going to link our email address, and you're going to bring immediately for us the merchant ID and the live ID and the secret key. All of that will be done for us automatically. So very easy, isn't it? And now if you want to use PayPal, don't forget to tick this box, enable PayPal gateway, and then scroll down the page and then save changes. Okay? So that's basically it. Now we can go back to our payment methods. As you can see, PayPal is now installed. So let's do the same again for Stripe, just in case you're using Stripe instead of PayPal. And then all you have to do is to basically click set up or link an existing Stripe account. It will bring you to your Stripe account and it will fill out all these details underneath. So let me do that very quickly. And once you've entered all your different credentials, you'll be redirected to this page and you'll be able to select, for instance, Stripe credit card and enable it. So just make sure that the toggle switch is on. What if you wanted to add now, let's say Amazon Pay or maybe to checkout as a payment method? Okay, for this, you have to go back to plugins, add new. And now you're going to type here WooCommerce and then the name of your payment method. So for example, to checkout. Okay. So there you go. Now you have the to checkout for WooCommerce. You can install it and do the same. So if you wanted Amazon Pay, there you go. Again, like this. Okay. So basically all you have to do, install, and then you can configure that in the WooCommerce backend in the settings. Very good. So now we can go back to our checkout page, as you can see here. So at the moment we had, sorry, there seems to be no available payment method for your state, etc., etc. So if you refresh now that we've set up our payment method, as you can see, we have the option here to pay via PayPal or via credit card. And basically credit card, this is Stripe, so we can select between Stripe and PayPal at the moment. So before we can check out, we have to fill out all our details. So I'm just going to do this very quickly now. So there you go. All our details are there now. And now we can enter our card details. So let's type our card details here. Expiry, the 3 digits at the back, and then the zip code. Very good. And now we can place our order. There you go, guys. As you can see, booking confirmed. Thank you for your payment. Your booking of new spacious house, which is this one, has been confirmed. The booking reference number is number 330. Okay, very good. So let's go back to our backend here and let's go into our bookings. And there you go. As you can see, there it is. And it's been confirmed as well. So this is an easy way of making money, guys, isn't it? Okay, so let's have a quick look at the other side of the coin now. So if someone uploads a property on your website for rental on your marketplace and you owe them a commission. So let's say someone booked that online and you've processed the bookings here like we have at the moment. So you get paid. Now, obviously, some of it will go back to the owner of the property. So how does this work? So basically, let me show you. You have this option here that's called Payouts. So if you click on this, as you can see, there are no payouts at the moment. And the reason is because we need to set up a few payment methods first. So let's click on methods. Okay, so the first one could be, for instance, since we have different payment methods here, we could add PayPal. We could add Stripe. And then we could have maybe bank transfer as well, okay? So clearly with PayPal and Stripe, you can pay them immediately from your backend, from PayPal account to PayPal account and Stripe account to another Stripe account without any fee, nothing. There's no much work involved, okay? But maybe if you want to do a bank transfer, it requires a bit more strenuous work and all that. So you might want to set a minimum amount. This is optional, obviously, you know. So maybe you might want to have at least a minimum of 250 worth of commission before you're going to make a bank transfer. So let's add the method now, and that's basically how it works. So now if you go into Payout and someone requests a payout from their admin panel in the front end, they can actually request this. You will see it appear here. So once a month, maybe you can process all the payouts one after the other. So this is again a very nice feature, a very nice added value and benefit for you as the owner of the website. Okay, so then next, what do we have? We have Hive, the settings. Let's have a quick look. So these are pretty self-explanatory, you know, very easy to understand. We're not going to go through all of them, but basically from here, let's say for listing, you can define how many properties you want to show. For instance, regular listing per page, a featured listing per page, related listing per page. So this is basically to customize the outcome of those listings on your website. And you can do the same with reviews, host, users, messaging, booking, orders, payout, and integration. So there's only one option I'm going to show you here. All the other ones are pretty self-explanatory, like I said, you know. So if you go into bookings, here it is. So here we have the time slots. So you can enable time slots. So what does that mean? So basically it means that it will use time-based instead of day-based. So if you go into the booking section here of our page, of our property here, as you can see, we can book by date. So let's say from the 10th until the 13th. So this is by day-based, okay? Now if you were to enable this now, let's click save. Okay, now if you go back to our page here and refresh, as you can see, now we have a new option here, which is time-based, okay? So as you can see, there are no options showing up. So let me show you how we can set this up as well. Okay, and for this, we have to go back to our WordPress dashboard and we go into our listings. So this one is the new spacious house. So if we edit this one again, and if you scroll down the page, you will find a few additional features. As you can see here, we have all these different fields as well. Okay, so you need to decide when you're going to make this available for rental. So let's select maybe every day for now. Very good. And it's available from, so you need to decide. So let's say maybe from 8 in the morning, 8 a.m. until let's say 10 p.m. at night. Okay. And the booking slot duration. So this is in minutes. So let's say maybe every 2 hours. So let's put maybe 120 minutes. Okay. And that's all we need to enter. Now we can book by the hour on a hourly basis. So update on a time base. Sorry. Very good. And now let's go back to our page and let's refresh and see the outcome. Okay. So now we can select a date. So let's say maybe the 11th. And if you click on time, it will give us all the different slots available, as you can see, from 8 to 10, 10 to 12, 12 to 2, and so on and so on. And now we can book maybe a 2-hour slot for that room alone. So maybe you're renting business venues or business rooms or business offices or conference rooms or something like this, you know, by the hour. You can do this as well, or maybe every 4 hours, or just the morning, just the afternoon, or something like this. So this is another beautiful options guy. Okay, so that's basically it for the settings. Now we have everything covered. The only thing left now, if we go back to our home page, let me show you how we can modify it, customize it. So as you can see here, we have the headline, we have the background image, and so on. So let me show you how you can customize your home page. So we go back to our WordPress dashboard, we go to pages, and we're going to look at our home page. So this feature here is ready-made and working with Gutenberg, which is the WordPress page editor and page builder, which is built into a WordPress. So we don't have to add any additional plugins, anything. It's all ready-made for us. And to customize our front end, we are going to need another option as well. So just hover on top of appearance here, customize, right click on it and open this in a new tab as well. because we are going to have to go between those two windows all together. So in one window, you open your home page. So simply click on it, just like that. So basically from here, we'll be able to change our logo and the background picture here as well, and our colors all together. And then from our page here in the Gutenberg page builder, we have a full preview of our page. So it's not the exact representation, it's more like a wireframe representation of our page. As you can see, we have all the main sections there that we can edit and modify and customize based on our own requirements. Okay, so let's go to our home page. So this is the actual front end. So as you can see, rent unique properties around the world. So you might want to change this maybe for something else. So all you have to do basically, it's very simple. Click on it and you can start typing. So maybe holiday homes in the heart of Italy or something like this. Okay, and now if we click update, go back to our home page and refresh. As you can see, now our text is changed. So clearly, if we are renting holiday homes in the heart of Italy, maybe we might want to change this background picture, obviously, because that's not really representative of what it's like and where we will be spending our holidays maybe. Okay, so what you want to do is to change that picture, and this is why we opened that section as well. So if you go into image header here by the side, you can see if you click on this, this is our image. Now we can upload our own one. So let's hide this image. There you go, now it's gone. And now we can upload a new one. So now we're going to set our new image. So add new image. We're going to upload file, select file. And I found one here with a beautiful view. There you go. So I'm going to upload this one, select and crop. So you can select which area you want to show, you see? So maybe I'll go bang on in the middle, maybe just about here would be just about perfect. So I'm going to crop the image. There you go. So as you can see, now we have holiday homes in the heart of Italy with a beautiful picture here by the side, by the seaside and all that. So it looks absolutely fantastic, doesn't it? And then after this, we can just simply click publish. And if you go back to our home page and refresh, there you go, guys. That's a lot better, isn't it? Now, clearly, with the green button here and all that, with a blue background, they don't really match together. So maybe we might want to change those colors. So for this, we go back to customize here, go back on the top and then back arrow. And then we're going to change our colors. You can see this one here, colors, click on this. So our primary color here is green. So let's go for a blue one maybe. And you can select which shade of blue you want. So select any color you want from this panel here. There you go. And then click publish. Very good. So let's go back to our home page. Let's refresh. And there you go. That looks a lot better immediately, doesn't it? Now let me show you how we can replace our Rental Hive logo here with our own logo now. Okay, and for this we go back to customize, site identity this time. And this is where the logo is, so we can remove it. Select the logo, upload file, select file, and upload the file with your logo. So let's select this one here, select, skip cropping all together, and there you go. There it is, our brand new logo. So that looks absolutely fantastic, guys, doesn't it? Very good. So let's go back to our home page. So this was our logo. If we refresh now, as you can see, we have our brand new logo right here that looks absolutely fantastic and all together. Okay, very good. So next step, let's take care of the rest of our page. Let me show you how this works. So we are back to Gutenberg here, our page editor. And as you can see, if we scroll down the page with all these different elements. So if you click on this one here, you can see this one is the listing search form. So there's no feature, nothing we can do from here. We cannot change anything, but we can change the order if you wanted to. So you can see you can position it maybe underneath or below and so on. You can move it around as well on your page, you see, just by using those arrows here by the side. Okay, so if we go to the next one here, if you click on this, as you can see, this is called the listing categories. So on this one, we have a few features that we can use. At the moment, we have 3 columns, as you can see, but you can change this. Maybe you want to limit this to maybe just 2. Or maybe you want to increase it to maybe 4 altogether. Very good. So let's leave it at 3 for now. And then you can change the number, parent categories, and order as well. So this is how you can change the top categories and how they are laid out on your homepage. So we have get started here. So this is basically almost like text editor. So if you wanted to change the text, just hover on top and select this section and start typing away. And it's the same with those images. As you can see, if I click on this, it will reveal this side here, and you can select among different icons. So at the moment we have a home, but let's say if I was to select maybe a helicopter or maybe heading here, as you can see, it's different now, slightly different. So depending on what you're going to type underneath, you see, you can change the logo and what's displaying here on top as well. So let's scroll down again. Now we have all our top properties. Very nice, very good looking indeed, very professional. So again, here you can select how many columns you want to apply. So let's try 4 maybe. There you go. Now it's a smaller picture, smaller size picture. But as you can see, we only have 6 images. So maybe if you have 2 columns, you might want to display a bit more, maybe 8 altogether. And this will have an equal number, 2 rows of 4 images. So let's go back to 6 and 3 rows and 3 columns, sorry, which is absolutely fine. And then you can also select which categories you want to display. So as you can see here, you can select apartment, houses, rooms, villas, bungalows. So if you only wanted to show maybe apartments for rent in certain area, you can do that as well, or maybe just the rooms or something like this. Okay, very good. So let's carry on now. So here we have meet our host. Again, if you click on this, it's another element here that's called host. And again, you can assign how many columns and how many numbers of hosts you want to display. And then we have a few more options here. You can display only verified host and display as a slider. Okay, so let's carry on again. So we have what people say. So these are the testimonials. So if you click on this, you can select how many columns you want to display. So maybe let me show you again. Let's scroll back here on home page. So as you can see, it's 1 column here, and you can go from one to the other. Okay, but you can change that as well. Maybe you want to display 2 columns or maybe 3 columns. So that's really up to you, you know. So let's keep it at 1 for now, and then you can decide how many of them you want to display all together on your home page. So maybe you have 17 or 42 testimonials in total. So maybe you want to display only maybe just 10, you know. You don't want to overdo it either. Very good. So next we have the news from our blog. So if you click on this, as you can see, these are our posts. So these are the posts, the usual posts in WordPress, you know. This is fairly conventional, and you can edit them and they will display here. Now we have those 2 sections here, which are very important indeed, because they will define what your customers can do. So basically here we have a 2 call to action. So find a property and list a property. So if I were you, I would just leave it the way it is. It's absolutely fine. Maybe you might want to tweak the text here a little bit, and that's basically it. You know, everything else is fine. Now again, once you're happy enough with your changes, don't forget to click update. And let me show you one more thing. So let's say, for instance, you don't want the blog section altogether. You don't want it. So if you click on it, as you can see here, you can select and you can remove the blog altogether. So remove, and that's it. It's gone. Now, if you think to yourself, oh my goodness, I think I made a mistake. I would prefer to keep it. You still have the arrow, the back arrow here, and you can always go back to the previous settings. And as you can see now, we're back. It's back online again. Okay, so let's click update. Very good. So let's have a quick look at our home page now. So let's go back here. Let's have a quick refresh. So there you go, guys. We have a beautiful homepage, as you can see, with all the different features, like we just changed them and everything. Okay, so the only 2 things I'm going to show you now is how to tweak your menu section here, because as you can see, we have a few different things, and you might want to change this around, and also your footer section and the logo as well. Okay, so first let's take care of our menu section, and for this we're going to go into appearance and then menus. Very good. So you have to select your own menu here. So we have different menus here. So you're going to select the header menu. There it is. So as you can see, you have home, properties, pages, etc., etc. So you might want to remove all these altogether, because all you want maybe is just home and properties. Okay, so how can we do this? Very simply, click on bulk select, and then you can select all the pages that you don't want. So I'm just going to remove all these because they are unnecessary, and then click remove selected items. There you go. So we're left with just 2 links, and then click save menu. And now if we go back to our home page and refresh, let's go back to the top. And as you can see, all we have is home and properties. Very simple, isn't it? So let's go back to this now. And obviously you can add any pages you want. So all your pages will be listed here if you click on view all. So these are all the pages available on our website. But if you go into pages and create, for instance, a pages for services or a page for like contact page or something, you can then add it onto your menu section straight from here. Now let me show you how to change the footer section now. So for this, it's slightly different. We're going to appearance and then widgets. And as you can see here by the side, you have site footer. So let me hide myself again. Very good. And this one here, you have text, navigation menu, a category blog, and navigation menu social. So let me show you again. So let me close this one. Let's go straight to the footer section. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4 different sections. You can see this one has our logo and a bit of a description. This is a menu, and social. And this is exactly what we have. You see text. If you open this, this is our logo with some text. And then we have menu, and then social. Very good. So this is basically where our footer section is located. So if you wanted to change this, all we have to do is very simple. Click on this, add media. Let's select our logo again, insert into post, and then we can save. So if we go back here now and refresh, there you go. We have our logo here, our own logo. And then you can change the text here underneath, obviously, and change it based on your own requirements. Very good. And then we have navigation menu here. So as you can see, this is a menu section. So let's go back here. As you can see, with 1, 2, and 3 elements. And you can select this from here. So remember, we did go to the menu section. So let me open this in a new tab very quickly to show you. So we selected the header. This is home and properties. But if you select properties now and click select, very good. Now these are the different elements and different pages that are linked to this submenu, which is this one. And this is how you can change that menu as well. You can add any categories, for instance, from here as well. And any custom links that you wish, even posts and pages. Okay, so this is how you can change any of those menus at the bottom section as well. So there you go, guys. Just like I said at the start of this video, this is a complete solution for you to build a rental marketplace based on your own personal requirements. As always, I'll leave a link in the description below. I hope you found this helpful. If so, please consider giving me a thumbs up, as this will help share this video with others as well. So that's all for now, guys, and thanks for watching.